everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today we are doing the long-awaited Sicily video. I picked up a number of things at the Sicily Spa in Las Vegas. I also picked up some additional things recently because of a Sicily gift with purchase, which was just too good to pass up. So if you're interested in seeing all of that, just stay tuned. Hey everyone, so as I said in my intro, this is the Sicily video. I don't know how else to describe it. It's a haul, yes, but I'm also going to be doing a sort of get ready with me with a lot of these products. Many of the products that I'm going to show you today are not new. They've been around for quite some time and I've used them before. They are repurchases for me because I love Sicily. Some of the products are brand new to the market and some of the products are relatively new to the market. Some are new to me, so it's a wide range. There's also a lot of gifts with purchase here, quite a few. So what I thought I would do is I would go through the skincare first, and I'll break it up when I do the sections in the video. So we'll talk about the skincare first, and then we'll go into the makeup, and I'll do a sort of get ready with me and show you the different makeup products, and we'll talk about all the gifts with purchase that came, because there's quite a few. So first, I want to mention that I picked up a new product. This is new to the market, and this is the Radiance Anti-Dark Spot Serum. Now this packaging I have not opened yet. I actually have two of these. I bought two of them, and I've already started using the product. Now I've only used it for a couple of days, so these things take, in my opinion, they take months before you really notice a difference. But the idea of this product, and I will read the back, it's an ultra concentrated anti-aging serum formulated to revive the complexion's radiance and to diminish the appearance of dark spots caused by age and sun. More even and luminous, the skin recovers a newfound radiance. And you can use it twice a day. So I've been doing that. I believe that really good quality products like Sicily and La Mer and Chantecaille, there's a number, Retrove, have quality ingredients that actually can address superficial issues in your skin. And I think they can make your skin look better. They can improve the appearance of your skin. I think if you're really looking to get rid of, major sun damage, you're looking at lasers and that type of level of care. I do have lasers done, not because of sun damage, but because of rosacea. I have broken capillaries on my skin, and the lasers help address that. I have not had lasers done on my skin for a couple of years now, mostly because of COVID and the fact that I just, I haven't gone in to do those types of treatments. But I feel like things like this can help address the appearance of the discoloration and sunspots and things like that. So I'm going to use this product consistently for a couple of months and see, and see what happens. I'm going to give it a shot and see if it works. I do have a few. There's not many, I will admit, but like this little dark, I have one little dark spot right here. And a couple of sunspots like right in this area and over here. That's really it. I don't have a lot of sun damage because I don't really go out in the sun and haven't for a long time because I'm so pale. It was just never something I did. So I don't have a tremendous amount to counteract. So I think something like this will really work, or at least I'm hoping it will really work. So I did pick it up. I'm going to be using it consistently, hopefully twice a day, although I know I'm not great at that. I'm really good at my nighttime care. It's the mornings that are tough for me because my work schedule is very rough, and I have 3 dogs that all have special needs. And if you haven't watched my channel before, 2 of them are blind, 1 is deaf. One has diabetes. I don't mean to laugh. It's not a funny thing, but you kind of have to laugh about these things. 1 is diabetic, so he needs insulin. I mean, they all need special medication. 1 only has 1 eye. They are special needs. And So there's a lot of medications to give them in the morning. So I have to have special medication, special food, and then I have to get ready for work. And so I have difficulty in the morning remember to do my entire skincare regime. So what I've started doing is, and that's why I bought, and you guys will laugh, but that's why I bought 2 of these. One on my nightstand in my, in my bed, or my bathroom, and I use it at night, and one on my desk. So I remember to use one when I go to sleep, and then one when I get to my desk. And I know it sounds crazy, but if I do that, if it's on my desk, I will remember to do it. That's where all like my vitamins and stuff are. If it's not there, I don't do it. So I need to be more consistent. I think it's important. I think your skin is your canvas, if you will. And, all the makeup in the world is not going to change the fact if you have, in my opinion, if you don't take care of your skin. So that is my primary goal. I'm trying to keep my skin looking as good as it possibly can for as long as it can. So I invest in products that I think will do that. So that was the major purchase because that's an expensive item. And so I did pick up that. I also picked up the Black Rose Beautifying Emulsion. This is the Black Rose Cream. It's like the Black Rose, it's got the Black Rose scent, the Black Rose mask, which I'll show you in a minute, and the Black Rose cream, and I have the Black Rose oil. I have the entire Black Rose line. But this is a satin body veil, so this is for body. This is a body lotion. You can see it's a pretty big tube. This is 6.7 fluid ounces. And this is really more, I admit, for the winter months than it is for right now. But this can be used year-round. The black body cream and the black body mask, I do use more in the warmer months. It's a very light cream, feels very light, but it's extremely hydrating. I really love it. For people who have like normal to oily skin, I think it's a year-round product. For me, because my skin does get considerably drier in the winter, I usually switch to a heavier cream in the winter. But for my legs and stuff, my arms, I do use it year-round. But I mean, it's fantastic in the winter for me because I like, creams. In the summer, I tend to use oils on my skin. I don't know why. It's habit. The Chanel oil is like one of my favorites. But again, I use it year-round. And then I got something that I hadn't picked up before. This is the White Ginger Contouring Oil for Legs. It kind of gives like a little bit of like a tingling feeling to your legs. I have a, this is what it looks like. Let me pull it out. So it's white ginger. That's probably where you get like the tingling feel to it. And it says apply morning or evening from the ankles to the top of the legs and hips. It says lightness and tone. And I don't know, it's gonna sound odd, but this actually seemed to like make my legs feel a little better. It could be absolutely in my mind, it could be a placebo effect, but it doesn't really matter because it seemed to work. Like it made my legs feel like lighter, if that makes any sense. Like they didn't feel as heavy and tight. So I was like, you know what? I'll try it. So I'm going to use this for a while and see if it does feel better. In combination with the Black Rose Veil, it felt really, really good on my legs. So I am going to be using that at night before I go to bed because my legs just feel achy a lot of the time. The muscles, and of course the joints hurt from all the gymnastics. I've sprained like every part of my body. And I'm just getting older, things happen. And I think it's a way to kind of like massage my legs and make them feel better so I can sleep better, which is an important part of taking care of yourself. And then, and this kind of gets into the gift with purchase part of it, but I think it's important because it's the skincare element. There recently was this thing, if you spent a certain amount of money and you picked up the Radiance anti-aging serum, there was a bunch of full-size products that came with it, or they're almost full size. So this is the Essential Skincare Lotion. This is the 3.3 ounces. It's 100 milliliters. The size that I usually buy, I believe, is 150 milliliters. And I've shown this in my nighttime videos, my daytime videos, many, many times. It's an essential lotion. It comes as a pump. You put it all over your skin, and then you put all your other products on after it. I have found that when I don't use this product, I really miss it. It's really interesting. And I've gone back and forth trying to figure out exactly what it does, but it says that it moisturizes and nourishes with anti-aging benefits. It primes the skin to make it more receptive to subsequent skin care products. I really do feel like it works, because when I use it, the other products seem to work better, and my skin looks better and it feels better. And when I don't have it, and it's been a long time since I didn't have it, because once that happened, I was like, oh, I'll make sure I always have it. Things just do absorb better, and it does feel better. My skin looks more radiant and more nourished. So it's a great product. I really do recommend it. It's one of those things, it's kind of like a mattress. You know what I mean? Like, you're not excited to buy it. It's not like an exciting item, but it's incredibly important, and it's foundational. And it's like tires for your car, right? You're not like, ooh, tires, but they're incredibly important. That's how I feel about it. It's just one of those essential things that really does make a huge difference in my skincare, but it's not a whiz-banging kind of thing. It just really works. So it was great that I got it as a gift with purchase. Then what also came with it was a 100 milliliter size of the cleansing milk with white lily, which, you know, I've actually never tried. I usually use, for the cleansing, I usually use either the La Mer cleansing oil, the Retrove, it's like a gel, it's like in a pump, or the Chantecaille Rose de May cleansing balm, which I love. It's an incredibly luxurious and beautiful cleanser. Those are the three, and I use them depending on different times of the year and how my skin feels. So I haven't tried this cleansing milk, so I'm excited about that. And then the Floral toning lotion, and this is again 100 milliliters. This is for dry, sensitive skin, and that's me. I usually use the La Mer, the toner, so I haven't tried the Sisly one, and I like everything else by Sisly, so I thought this is a great way to get it. Comes as a gift, and you know, I mean, that's pretty cool. All right, so I might as well go through a couple more gifts here, because a lot of the gifts were skincare. One was a 60 milliliter size Black Rose Cream mask. Like I said, this is one of my favorite masks. I often put it on and leave it on all night, and I sleep in it. I've never had a problem with it. It's a beautiful mask. It has that beautiful rose scent, black rose scent. It's plumping, it's moisturizing, but it's light on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel tacky. It sinks in, and it smells phenomenal. So when you go to sleep at night, it's great. And then there was this body, I forget what these things are called. You know what I'm like, there's a name. I don't want to say scrubber, but that's not it. Like, you know, dry brushing for your skin, which I've never tried. So I'm going to try this. I'm actually pretty excited about it. It's really a very cool brush. It has just, you know, the dry brushes, and then it has like the little nubs. I don't know. I'm actually kind of excited to try this. So this was part of the gift as well. It's part of what I got in Vegas. And then there were many, many other samples and other things that came with all of this. One was this package, this like little bag, travel bag or accessory bag that has perfumes in it. There's a number of perfumes. The is it Isia? I'm not going to get it right. Soir? No. Deorient, which is one that I like. Tons and tons of skincare samples. I mean, so many different ones. I've got the intensive contouring care, body cream. This is the neck cream. I could use some neck cream. There's a sample of the Black Rose Cream Mask. There's a sample of the Buff and Wash. There's the cream for, you know, for the hair. Then there's like the anti-age, the Supreme Anti-Aging Eye Serum. I mean, there's so much in here, it's insane. And there's a ton more. I mean, really, there's tons and tons more. More perfume samples. Let's see, this is again eye serum. This is, which one's this one? This is anti-aging skincare. Oh, this is Supremia. Supremia line is really, really good. Let's see. We've got anti-wrinkle concentrated serum. I mean, guys, I can't. There's so many different samples in here. And then there was a welcome gift as well with more samples. So many different things. I can't even get through it all. Yeah, there's just so much. And the other, I mean, there's a sample of primer in here. I can't even tell you. I mean, the gifts with purchase were just absolutely phenomenal, and I'm very excited to try them all. There's the Gentle Makeup Remover in here. More samples. The hydration. We've got cream. We've got bronzer, Sisly bronzer. So many samples, I can't even tell you. And the other mask that I love by Sicily that I use is the Velvet Sleeping Mask. That one I have as well. Also an amazing mask, which I use all the time. Now, a lot of this came in those, you know, these travel bags that you've seen, and then I had that little box. But also, I got train cases. This one, which is like, sort of like a beige color that's got the zip around like this, and literally looks like this on the inside. It's really cute to pack up like your makeup for travel. I actually really like this, especially for like car trips. I can just put everything in here. It's a hard case, so I don't have to worry about anything getting damaged. Love that. And then from the Sicily Spa in Vegas, we got this blue one with a snap closure. Really adorable, cute little inside, little mirror. Snap close like that. So a lot of these things were contained in those little train cases. And then of course the little bags and the box and stuff. Another thing that I got as a sample, which is something I haven't tried, I use the Sicily serum for my hair. I know people will laugh when I say this, but I feel like I don't have as much hair as I did when I was younger. I know. I have a lot of hair. But when I was younger, I had even thicker hair. I had even more hair. And so, you know, in order to make sure that I keep my hair, I use this Sicily hair serum, and I put it on my scalp. In the beginning, I put it on like twice a week. Now I use it like once a week. But I really do like the Sicily hair products. And one of the things I got was a sample of a volumizing spray, which I think is really interesting. I don't know what volumizing spray will do to me, but I'm definitely gonna try it because I think it's interesting. So this is a small size. It's 0.33 fluid ounces, but that's a serious sample size. And so I'm gonna try it and see if my hair gets, you know, really big. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Like, my hair right now has nothing in it. There's no product in my hair. And this is what it looks like with no product. Blown out, of course, but no product. So a volumizing spray will be, I think, really interesting. Okay, so now let's get to makeup. Now, let me pull my hair back a little bit so you guys can see a little better. Now, the first thing I want to mention is foundation. I am wearing some of the foundation already because I knew there was a lot of skincare to get through, and I was like, this is going to be a very long video. But I wanted to talk about my favorite Sicily foundation. There are a number of good Sicily foundations, but my favorite is the Sislia, the anti-aging foundation. Sislia is a line of Sicily that basically is the anti-aging line, if you will. Basically, the way that it looks is it says Sisly, and then there's a little A on the end. There's probably a better way to pronounce it than I'm currently pronouncing it, but that's what it looks like. Sisly and then an A. And you can see the name on the front of this. So this foundation has been a favorite of mine for a long time. And I've actually talked about this foundation in other videos. But what I've always said is that I could never quite find the right shade for me. Well, Sicily has fixed that problem by coming up with a new shade. So I picked up the new shade. So let me show you the old shades so you can see what the problem was. So the first shade is 0.B, and this was porcelain. And porcelain was a little, porcelain was not quite pink enough or peach enough or cool enough for me. The intensity was about right, but the shade wasn't quite right. Then I had 1.B Ivory. And the problem with 1.B Ivory is that, as you can see, the coolness was right, but it was a little too deep for my skin tone. So what I would do is I would take these two shades basically and mix them and come up with a shade that worked for me. But now we have 0.R Vanilla. And there's actually a shade lighter than this now that they have. Why can't I remember the name of it? Okay, I don't remember the name. But anyway, there's a shade lighter than this one. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, so they introduced a couple of shades. So that is good news for those of us who could not find their shade. So here we have the new shade, which is 0.R Vanilla. And you can see it's like the perfect blending of these two shades and the perfect shade for my skin. But I wanted you to see them in case, you know, you're interested in the shades. This is porcelain, this is ivory, and then this is the new shade, vanilla. And you can see like this one is just like a little bit too deep. This one's a little bit too yellow, and that one's just right. So I'm gonna put a little bit more on today. Like I said, I already have some on, but I'm gonna put a little bit more on so you guys can see it in action. But I always said that this would be one of my favorite foundations if I could just find a color that worked for me, and I did. Well, they created one. But, so, you know, I have to say, I think you're gonna see me using this foundation a lot more because it really does work extremely well. It plumps your skin, or at least it plumps my skin. It leaves a great finish. It looks beautiful on. It has skincare elements. It's anti-aging. It says that it's a foundation with the best of Sicily makeup and skincare. Immediate, the complexion is even more radiant and fresher day after day thanks to a complete anti-aging skincare action. The skin is moisturized, smoother, energized, and firmer. It looks younger. I don't know if I look younger, but I definitely feel like it gives me a really great complexion, and I love this product. So I will be taking the other two shades and moving them to my, I don't know, comparison file somewhere, and having this one in my drawer of foundations that I reach for all the time, because I really do think it looks really good on my skin. The other thing I picked up is one of the, I call them the Orchid Blush highlighters. So these are highlighter blushes, and they have white lily in them. And this, I think, is the original shade. This is number 1. Now I have I forget what numbers each one is, but I have the coral one and the rose one. There's coral, rose, maybe there's 3. Maybe there's coral, rose, and this one. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But I finally decided to go ahead and pick this one up. And it's got, if you haven't seen these before, They are blushes, but they have, you know, a highlighter in them basically. And they just look stunning on the skin. They are just beautiful. And this one has more of like a warm tone to it. I think you can see, you know, with the shade here, that it's got this warmish tone. The coral one has a coral tone. The rose one has a rose tone. But I feel like when I wear this, you know, because it's a highlighting blush, I really don't need anything else but this. And it's just, it's got a beautiful finish. It's really nice on the skin. It's really forgiving for more mature skin. I hate that term, but it is. And I also think that if you take like the bronzy parts of this, you can use it, or at least I can with my skin tone, as a little bit of like a bronzer around the face because of the way that its color story is. The other ones are definitely just blush, but I think as long as you go in with a light hand, see what I mean? I think that works. So I really like this. They used this on me, Leanne did, in Vegas. And I had been thinking about picking it up for quite some time anyway, but I hadn't seen it in person. And the minute she put it on me in person, I was like, yep, sold, done. I bought it. So yeah. I love the Fido or Fido twists. These are the lip twists. And actually, I got a bunch of them as samples. I've got here number 1, number 15, and number 19. And we'll figure out which one we're going to use as lip today. I also have some lipsticks, so I'm not sure I'm going to use them. But what this one is number 16. It's just a clear balm. And I'll show you how it works on the lips. And what this reminds me of is the By Terry Rose de Balm, I can't remember, but you know what I'm talking about. The one that used to come in like the pot, and I have it in the tube. I can't remember. And I love that product, and I use it all the time. But because this is a stick, it's really easy to travel with. And so I really like it. It's very nourishing on the lips. It gives a beautiful sheen to the lips. And it moisturizes and plumps, and you can just, you know, carry it in your purse. You don't have to worry about it leaking or anything. So, unless it's super hot. But anyway. So I did pick one of these up because I think it's just an absolutely phenomenal product. And like I said, I have these other shades that I'll show you right now. This is Lip Twist in number 19. This, and that's like the lipstick. And then I have the Lip Twist, and these are like the gloss, like the one I just showed you, in number 15. And then this is number 1. I think I have number 1. Pretty sure. This is number 1. This is number, what is this one? Number 19. And then this one on the end is number 15, and it's more of like the lipstick than the gloss. But I just think these are great products. They're like the few of the, they're really like the only lip, well, I like the Chantecaille ones. I mean, I'm really picky about like lip pencils. They're not usually my favorite things, to be honest with you. But these I really like. These are my favorites. So I did pick those up. Okay, so let's see, what else? I did pick up some liners, mascara, lips, and some eyeshadows. So let me show you those. And the eyeshadows I picked up were single shadows. So let me show you the ones that I picked up. The Sisly single shadows I think are really pretty. They are my one and done kind of, you know, products. With these, like the Chanel's, like the Chantecailles, you can definitely use more than one shade. But my idea, like, of these singles is that, you know, they can kind of work by themselves. I'm not saying that you can't use them. but I tend to kind of use them as singles, like, they're singles. The first one is Metallic Pink, and I know a lot of you are gonna be like, metallic pink, you don't really wear pink. The thing about this one, because it's like this metallic shade, it really does brighten up the eye, which I thought was really pretty. And so it gives this really nice bright effect to the eye, just as an all over shade. It's really hard to see on my hand. I'm trying to get it so that you can see it against my skin tone. When it's on my eye, you can see it a lot better, but hopefully that picks it up a little bit. It's not that different than my skin tone, but it's just a really pretty brightness that you'll see. Then the next shade is Silky Chestnut. And this one's just a really good satiny brown shade that works really good as an all over eye shade. The next is Metallic Khaki, and I'm sure you know because it's green. I was like, well, I have to get this. And it's really beautiful. Like, it's gorgeous. It reminds me a little of the Chantecaille green that came out recently. In fact, these two shades together kind of look like the tiger and the leopard a little bit. I mean, I didn't do that on purpose. I bought these before the Chantecaille shades were even out, so. And then the last one is Silky Cream, which is, you know, like a creamy, silky color. See if the camera can pick it up a little better. And it's just a good highlighting shade. They're very fall-like colors. Even the pink, they work really well. It's just, like I said, you know, one and done kind of shades. But the pink works as a really nice accent on the eye. So let me show you really quickly. I'm gonna do a quick look with it, with all of them. So what I do, take the pink, using a Refer 27 brush, and just going all over the eye with it, really like simple, easy. This is something that you can do, you know, quickly when you're getting ready in the morning kind of thing. Not a complicated look at all. To add some like a base of brightness. Because like I said, it's a very light pink, but it's metallic and it's just brightening for the eye. So even if you just wanted to use this shade, I think you could do that to brighten up your eye. You see what I mean? Right? It just brightens up the eye, the eyelid. And then let's take that brown shade. We'll use an Hourglass 6. This is the, why can't I never remember shades names? Silky Chestnut. I like the names. And we'll use that as kind of a light transition shade. When you put it over the pink, it lightens it up quite a bit. Just want to mention that. If you use it by itself, it's going to be quite a bit deeper. But with the pink underneath, you're going to get a much lighter look. Plus, I'm not, you know, I'm not going in very, I'm going with a very light hand, and I'm not going over the shades like I would if I was doing more of a, you know, a deep look. The Sisly shadows are not super pigmented. They are pigmented, but I think they lend themselves personally to, I think they're kind to an older, more textured eyelid. How's that? Which I like a lot of the time. And I've said before, sometimes it's nice just to have a very, you know, almost almost ethereal, like kind of pretty, just light look, which I do think this is. Then we're gonna take the green and I'm gonna actually put that on the eyelid as soon as I can find. So we'll take the khaki shade. And like I said, I am going in lightly with all of these. Doing a very quick and easy look with them so you can see that, you know, they are easy to use. They create a really pretty look that doesn't take a lot of work. I got a lot, and I mentioned this in another video, I got a lot of comments about how much people liked the Rose Prisme quad from Tom Ford, which I thought was really interesting because there wasn't a lot of pigment in that in that quad. And then a lot of you did say, you know, that you were interested in seeing looks that were more softer looks. And so I think these Sicily products might be ones that you might be interested in seeing because I think they do give you that. I'm going to take the Silky Cream, take a little bit, put it on the eyelid itself with my finger, and then we'll also use it as an inner corner and brow. And I'll take my Wayne Goss 03 and just buff it in a little bit. And like I said, this is a combination that we came up with at the spa in Vegas, and we did a more dramatic look with it, but I just wanted to show you that, you know, you can definitely intensify the shades. This was basically, you know, an easy swatch, but you can make them look very light and soft on the eye as well. So I picked up 2 liners, and one I'm going to use today is Sparkling Bronze, which is a light sparkling shade. It's really pretty. It has like this greenish tint to it, which I think is just beautiful. And the sparkling shades are beautiful. I don't have the sparkling blue. I really want to get the sparkling blue, but I don't have that. But I did pick up the sparkling black, which I think is going to be like the Chanel one that disappeared on me many years ago. And that's the sparkling black. So I'm really looking forward to trying that. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's right for this look, but I think it's going to be right for a lot of looks. So today I'm going to use the sparkling bronze. I'll put that on really quick, and then I'm going to show you the mascara I picked up. There we go. I'll get you a little bit closer so you can see the final look. Now these are waterproof liners, the sparkling liners, and they really are quite beautiful. They go on really easily. They glide on the eye, and I do have some texture on my eyes. Absolutely no problem putting this on. It literally just glides over the eye and gives a slight sparkle. It's not like glittery sparkle. It's just a beautiful, simple, classic sparkle. Really nicely done. I really, again, I'm very impressed with the Sisly products, whether they be skincare or makeup. And then I picked up the Sisly So Stretch Mascara. This is in deep black. And I picked this up basically because of Lexi, from Lexi Jong. She said she liked this mascara, so we're gonna try it. This is what the brush looks like. All right, here we go. Oops. Almost forgot to curl my lashes. Okay, now we're ready, because I'm one of those people who has to curl my lashes before I put on mascara. I am not one of those lucky people who has just curled lashes. My sister does. I do not have that. All right, let's try this. So the brush is easy to use. It's like narrow. It's smaller at one end and thicker at the other, which does make it easier to get those little lashes Oops, I just like poked myself. Not poked myself, but I like got a glob of mascara on my inner corner, but that's fine. I can clean that up. If you ever get mascara where you don't want it, don't try, in my opinion, don't try to remove it while it's wet. It's just gonna smudge and get everywhere. So wait till it dries. You can take it off with a Q-tip or any number of other things. It's really easy to remove. If you try to touch it though while it's wet, it's just gonna smudge everywhere and it's just gonna be irritating for you. So just leave it for a second. I mean, I know it's irritating that it's there for a lot of us who are just like, you know, I have mascara on my face, but honestly, it'll be easier to remove when it's dry. So this is definitely a lengthening mascara. I would not say it's a volumizing mascara, which, you know, makes sense because it says so stretch. But it's definitely giving a lot of length and it's definitely separating every lash. I mean, like you can see every lash, which is nice. All right, let's do the other eye. Let's go back over the top and just see if you can build it out a little. It's always interesting to see with mascara if, you know, it starts to get clumpy. No, this one doesn't really. I think you can definitely go back in and build it a little. But yeah, I think this is a really amazing lengthening mascara. So if you're looking for something that separates all the lashes and gives you a lot of length, yeah, this is definitely going to do that. I mean, the name So Stretch is pretty apt. Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, like that's impressive. My lashes definitely look longer than they are. Okay, there's the mascara. It feels really nice. It doesn't feel drying. It doesn't feel like, you know, some mascaras immediately feel like very dry on your eyes. This doesn't feel like that at all. All right, so now that we have foundation on, we have the highlighting blush on, we have eye look, we have mascara. I did pick up 2 of the Leafito Rouge Lipsticks. And this formula is my favorite formula of the Sisly lips. So I picked up 32 in, let's see, what is the name of this one? Orange Calvi, which was the shade that, frankly, I was not like, yes, but Leanne tried it on me and actually it looked really pretty. It's very bright for me, like it's not a shade that I normally would do, but it actually did like brighten up my whole face, and Jen and Lexi both said, absolutely, you have to buy it. So I was like, okay, and I did. And the other shade is number 11, and this one is something that I actually had wanted to pick up before, and it's Beige Tahiti, which is a shade that is more in my comfort zone. It's like, you know, a beigey, pinky nude. But I'll use the bright shade today so you guys can see it. I won't use the liner or anything. I didn't pick up any new liners because I have every lipstick liner that Sicily has come out with. Like, seriously, I have all the shades. I have auburn and chocolate and nude beige. I have every shade. I have every shade. This is my favorite liner. It's really close between that and the Chanel, the reformulated Chanel liners, but I think Sicily wins. All right, so we're gonna use the bright shade, the Orange Calvi. Okay, there it is. And I admit, when she first put it on me, I was just like, it was, you know, definitely outside of my comfort zone, but it does really, I admit, it brightens up my face, and I feel like it does look really pretty. And I really do think it does like brighten up my face, and I really do like it. It's not a shade that I would have reached for ever, frankly. So that's why, you know, it's good to go outside your comfort zone every once in a while. It's nice to have like a makeover and let a makeup artist like Leanne, you know, choose some things that you might not choose and see how you feel about it. Yeah, it's going to feel a little weird at first because, again, it's not what you'd choose for yourself. But sometimes you find that, you know, you find a shade like Orange Calvi where you're like, oh, that actually looks nice. And it looks very spring and, you know, very summery. And again, brighter than like I would have chosen for myself, but it does brighten up a look. And if I wear it with something that's more subdued, like a more subdued eye look, then I feel comfortable with it. If I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it with like a really enhanced eye look. That's just me. I would just be like, it's too much. But I think with something like this, which is, you know, kind of a subdued, softer look on my eyes, then I feel comfortable with it. And the cheek products, because the foundation is such a really good canvas for me, and it creates, you know, just a nice, subtle, radiant glow, I think it looks really pretty with the lips. At least I like it. So, at least I like it. So, I mean, that's the most important thing. But anyway, so everything I picked up, absolutely loving. The foundation I'd always loved, but I'm so glad that I have a shade now that actually works for me. The lipsticks, the So Stretch mascara, it really does incredibly, like, if you're looking for a lengthening mascara, this one is phenomenal. The sparkling eyeliners, I really want to pick up every shade. I now have the black and the, was it bronze? Yeah, bronze. But I mean, I think there's like 8 of them that are sparkling, or maybe there's 6 of them. I can't remember, but they also recently came out with matte shades. And I gotta say, guys, the liners go on so smoothly. They're just like gel. It's really, really good job. The eyeshadows, you can intensify as you need to, or you can keep them really soft. But you can see, like, they just create a really nice, soft eye look. They don't accentuate texture. They stay on, and they look really good throughout the day. The highlighting blush, these Orchid Blushes, that's what I call them. The Orchid Blushes are fantastic. The highlighting blushes, I have the rose and I have the coral, so now I have the original one as well. And I kind of used it as a little bit of a bronzer for my face. I just used the outside shade, if you will, in here. So you can see, like, the inside is more, it's got a little bit more of the pink and then the highlight, whereas this bronze, like the outside of it, you know, gives you a little bit more of that bronzy shade. There it is. You can see it in the camera. So I kind of used that with the soft cheek brush and just kind of like went on the outside of my face with it. And I think it's, you know, perfect. You can absolutely use a bronzer. I have, you know, Sisly bronzer, but I didn't pick that up in this haul, so I didn't want to, you know, confuse things. And so, yeah, I'm thrilled with everything I picked up. And I cannot wait to try all the skincare that I haven't tried before, and also to try the anti-aging serum. I'm really excited, the Radiance serum. Like I said, I've been using it for a couple days, but it takes months for these things to really, I think, to really show progress. So I'll update you in a couple months about how I feel about the anti-dark spot serum, the Radiance serum. I'm really hoping that that works as well as I hope it will. And then all the other skincare products, like I said, the ginger oil for my legs and the floral toning lotion and the cleansing milk were products that I haven't tried before, so I'm excited to try those. And I have all those samples to try. I'm sure there's stuff in there that I haven't tried yet. And then the volumizing spray for my hair, I can't wait to try that. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun to try out. there's just so many goodies. I'm so like, you know, I want to thank Leanne and her team out at the Sicily Spa. They just did a fantastic job. They were so kind to us. If you're out in Vegas and you have a chance to stop by, it's at the Crystal Shops, the Sicily Spa. Next time I go back, I'm definitely going to get, you know, like an entire facial treatment there. We didn't have a chance to do that this time, but you know, it's a lovely spa, and the people there were just great. So we had an amazing time. And now I have all this amazing stuff to try out. And I never would have tried this lipstick shade if it wasn't for Leanne. And the fact that they now have a shade in the foundation that I can wear is just phenomenal. Because it was always a favorite foundation. I just didn't have the right match. So now I do. Okay, I know that was really long, guys. I'll make sure that throughout it there were like markers so you could jump to where you needed to jump. And I will do updates on everything as much as I can. And if you have any questions, just, you know, let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.